welcome to Educator L's Learning Lounge. My name is Lynn, and I am just giving you a little preview of a life of a special education teacher. I teach 4th through 8th grade special education in a small rural school district in Missouri, and if this is your first time to join me, thank you so much for taking a look, and if you've come back, then thank you so much for rejoining me. Make sure you subscribe, share, comment, like, whatever you want to do, just so that I know that you're there. And as always, if there's something that you find encouraging, inspiring, let me know. Anything that you have questions about or something that you'd like me to cover, just let me know. Today is Tuesday. We do not go to school on Mondays, so we only have 4 days a week. And so today I had 2 IEP meetings. Well, one was an IEP meeting and one was a 504 meeting. And so those went well. We actually went pretty quick through both of them, and the parents seemed to be happy with changes that we're making. And so my students were working still on our Christmas roll story, and so they did that. We did some more math, some multiplication, and then they had to identify odd and even. Surprisingly, 4th through 8th grade, they were having a hard time with odd and even. So we like to hit that every once in a while, just because of the fact that they keep forgetting it. So the math worksheet that I gave to them today had that on it. It's still a Christmas theme, so it's still fun. And that's the best part, is being able to just kind of do fun activities along with the curriculum. And so the students are excited. We only have this week and then next week and then Christmas break. Woohoo! So we are doing the 13 days of Christmas, because we have 13 days in December before Christmas break, and because we do go next Monday. Today was rocking around the Christmas tree, and so we had Christmas socks, so look for that in the video. And so I do have on a t-shirt that says rocking around, and then it has a Christmas tree that has a guitar on it. So just something fun to do. Again, it's nice to see who does the spirit days. Tomorrow is Wear Green for the Grinch, so I plan on wearing a green Grinch shirt because, well, I love the Grinch, so it'll be fun tomorrow. And again, the kids don't have to wear Grinch, they just wear green, so that's nice, just to kind of open it up to people. That way it doesn't necessarily have to be Grinch. So that's nice. Like when we did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, our color was just red, so you didn't have to wear reindeer stuff. We have, like I said, Green Day is tomorrow for the Grinch. I don't remember what the other days are this week. I'll have to look them up and keep you posted. So, but today was a great day, and yeah, just trying to survive the between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just doing our countdown to Christmas break. Have a great week. Today is Thursday. I feel like it should be a Friday. Everyone has commented that it should be a Friday. So I don't know why it is not a 5-day week for us, but it's been a long week. teachers, you understand that the weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas are horrible. So we're just trying to make it through to break. So, but we've been doing our Christmas roller story. So the kids have been working on that. I was hoping for them to be done with their first draft by yesterday, and some of them were not. So I decided to wait to check them until today to give them the whole time in class to get done with it. And they still did not do a great job of getting it done. I have more of them that don't have it done than that do. We have been doing some other worksheets to go with it because I wanted them to do more than the writing, because again, I thought the writing wasn't going to take as long. Again, I guess I'm wrong. I have one kid who's actually already done completely with the project. So in which he's usually a lower kid. So he was able to get it done, and I haven't checked it, but he has already typed his final draft. So, but then I have one that hasn't even finished the plan. First 2 pages of what are you going to talk about? And I give them, because it's a roller story, they already know what they're going to be writing. They just have to write it down and then come up with ideas to go under that. Still doesn't have it done. So, okay. I don't know. We've been doing some alphabetical order, and so this paper here, you can see it's just Christmas words. I know this is backwards, but it's just Christmas words. But, and of course, once you get off of where you're supposed to be, then they're all wrong. So a lot of them did not do well on that. So I'm having them redo it, but I'm going to sit with them and redo it just to make sure that they're understanding how to do it. And again, alphabetical order should not be that hard. So because of that, we're doing just 5 words every day to do alphabetical order. So that way they can get in the practice of doing it, and then I'll grade those, and hopefully we'll get better and better at it. Again, I don't understand why we're not getting alphabetical order correct. So I've told them there's the alphabet up above our board. It's in cursive and print. And then they also all have if they have English writing with me, if they have writing with me, English language arts is what we call it, then they have an alphabet chart as well, but just because it's the handwriting chart, so they know how to write the letters. So I've told them you have the 2 up there, you have 1 in your binder, and you should be able to say the alphabet. And I even explained to them that even as an adult, when I have to go to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th letter, whatever, I start over again and go, okay, let me see A, B, C, D, E, F, okay, G. Now I write that word down, but then I go back and check, okay, G, H, I, J, K, okay, the K one goes next. So I kind of showed them my thinking process to help them with it. We will see how they did. I still have a couple classes left that will have to do the alphabetical order with 5 words. And I think it was like Santa Claus, Dasher, Dancer. I don't know. They were Christmas words. So we'll see how they did with that. And but then yeah, we're gonna have to hit working on Roll a Story hard. So tomorrow they're going to tomorrow technically the clean draft is supposed to be due. So what we're gonna do is they'll only do those 5 alphabetical order, and then after that they're working on Roll a Story. That's it. So hopefully they will be okay and they will get that done. And yeah, again, it's crazy because again, some kids will get through it quickly, others are taking forever to work on it, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with ability. A lot of times it has to do with whether they want to do it or not today. So we kind of have to get past that with some of them. Again, my one that's the furthest behind, he just sits and does nothing. So I can't physically make him work. I can just keep telling him, you need to work, you need to work, you need to work. We've offered to write for him. He'll still sit there and I don't have any ideas, and we'll try to lead him. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. So he's just being difficult. So, but yeah, so I had a couple kids who are, I think, getting tired of being around each other today, and we had a little bit of a verbal argument. But of course, one of them actually came to me and said, can I please sit in the safe seat, which is usually you go there, again, if you need a break or if you're in trouble. But we do try to make it is the safe seat. And in my classroom right now, we have a partition up so that the person who's back there, I can see them, but the rest of the class can't see them. So if I have a student back there, I will stay up at the front of my classroom so that I can still see them. Again, you can't see them from the rest of the class, but I can see the whole class plus them. So she actually asked, she said, the student is really bothering me. Can I please sit back there? And I said, absolutely. The fact that she asked for it, I definitely want to give her that. And I want to give her that secluded space so that she feels safe. That's what the safe seat is for, is to feel safe, to be able to get in control of your emotions. I still sent her to the counselor because it seemed like she needed a little bit more time to process than I could give her with a class full of students. So she has a very good relationship with the counselor. So I think it did help a little bit. I know that there was a substitute in the class where she was having issues with this other student. So that substitute's not used to dealing with these kids, and she's like, oh, well, I'm going to give this other person a break because I don't see this all the time. Well, everybody else sees it all the time. Everybody else would have done something different, but it's a sub, so you just got to do what you got to do. So it's fine. But the one student felt like nothing was happening as far as consequences or that person being told to stop. So I just wanted her to be able to voice those concerns with the counselor. Our counselor actually happens to also be our assistant superintendent. So that I figured would be something that, again, she could take care of if it is something with that substitute, to be able, she has more authority to go and say, hey, this is what's going on with these students, keep them apart from each other or whatever. I can say it, and the sub would do it because, again, small school, that sub knows me and knows that I'm the special education teacher and that she's probably going to do whatever, if I say, please keep these students apart, she'll keep them apart. So I did tell the next class that those two students were going to, I told that teacher, hey, there's something going on today. I suggest you keep them apart. So hopefully he does that. I told the other student just to stay away from her because he says he didn't say or do the things that she says. And I said, well, if you stay away from her, then she can't accuse you of those things. So let's just try to stay away from her. So hopefully they'll be apart from each other and the rest of the day and we don't have to worry about it. That would be best case scenario. We do have a social study. No, I'm sorry. We had a science test today for some of our older kids that they were working on that we had to read and scribe for. Unfortunately, one of the kids went home sick. Of course, again, we're going to have to make up that test. We're going to have to make it up Monday. We do have school on Monday. Usually we don't. But next week is a 5-day week to compensate a little bit of time for being off for Christmas break, which, as I've said before, 5-day weeks when you're used to going 4 days is crazy. But the fact that it's Christmas, even crazier. So now on Friday, we have a special fun day where at the beginning of the day, the kids get to do all these fun different stations. I printed it off, but I don't have it with me. They're going to do a candy cane Olympics, decorating an ornament with our art teacher, more like kickball, dodgeball, something like that over in the gym class. They're going to do decorating cookies, which is always a fan favorite. And then an escape room. So they kind of just travel around to these different areas and do the different things. I know we have 6 groups, so there's 6 different things. So I missed something. And then we also have anybody who has 5 or more missing assignments does not get to participate in the fun stuff. So one of the teachers and myself are going to be in charge of the study hall room. I'm going because I have a student that has a lot of missing assignments, but we're not sure how he's going to react being with all the different grade levels because he's used to only being in a classroom with his peers and sometimes has a hard time with it. So we just don't want him to have an issue and there's only one teacher in there. And it's not going to be in her classroom, so it would be harder for her to get some help if that student is just being, is not being regulated. So I'll be there to kind of help with all of the students. I'm also probably going to have a couple students in there that have missing assignments that are my students, so I can help them. So, but I can help anyone, of course. And also it gives that teacher and myself a chance to use the restroom if we need to, because we will be in there all day long. Again, if some of my kids get out and it gets down to a smaller bunch, I might be able to go out and help with some of the other things. We'll just have to see. They can gain their way out if the other teacher and I sign off saying that they completed an assignment, and then they can earn in the afternoon after lunch to go back out with their peers. And at that time is when they have a movie time. So they have movie, and our school actually gives each student a Christmas gift. And I mean, they're like really nice gifts. So again, that's one of those things with being in a smaller school. In the past, I've seen like hand crocheted hats that people have donated for like all the kids. I think this year they might be getting like a sweatshirt that has like our school name on it, which was really nice. There's usually like some kind of like Bath and Body Works type product, because I know they've had body wash, lotion, deodorant, kind of some of those things that they need as teenagers, but also then some but it's not just like regular bar soap. It's again the body wash. It's smelly good stuff. Of course the boys don't get the girly smelly stuff, so they get the boy smelly stuff. And so it's just a fun time for all the kids. And then at the end of the day, they go back to their last hour class, and basically it's mass chaos, because they've at that point had donuts and hot chocolate for breakfast, then had a cookie at some point in time during their cookie making, then they've had fun activities all day long, then they had popcorn and a movie after lunch, and then we spend the last 30 minutes usually of the day just trying to contain their little bodies in a class before it's time to get on the bus. So, and then they go home for Christmas break. This year we are going to have 2 full weeks of Christmas break. Yes. So that's going to be nice. Teachers come back. We do not come back early this year. So in the past we have come back the day before, but I think that this year we actually don't. Our PD day is the next week. So that's nice. In fact, our secretary said something about it the other day, and me and another teacher were like, no, we don't come back that day. She's like, calm down, girls. That's not the day I was talking about. And we're like, we don't come back that day. She's like, I know, calm down. And I said, listen, you can't mess with teachers in their break. You just can't. So we understood what she meant after we calmed down a little bit, and we're listening. So we had to put our listening ears on. But yeah, it's fun. So hopefully the kids can behave for one more day and one more week. Again, like I said, I'm going to have a handful of kids that are going to be gone tomorrow, Christmas caroling. So hopefully they have fun doing that. And it's always cute to see them come back and they're all excited about it. They go to like a nursing home. I think they go to maybe a couple different nursing homes in the area. I think they might go over to the elementary. So it's fun. So, but yeah. So been a great week so far, and hopefully the rest of today and Friday go well. Thanks for joining me. is a 5-day week with students. So like I said, this week was a 4-day week, and yesterday felt like a Friday. I mean, it was just terrible. And today I was able to, I kind of just let the kids do a catch-up day, and I have had a terrible headache today. I actually woke up and took some medicine, and my headache was actually bad enough that I almost called in, and I'm one of those people who like never calls in. So in fact, I was telling my school secretary that, and and my principal heard me. She's like, "We don't have anyone," and so I was like, "It's okay. I'm not going home. I was just saying I thought about it, but I know we're short on subs." And so I'm here. So, but made it through the day. Again, I took some medicine. I made it through the day. I took some medicine, did okay, and I had some chocolate because I don't drink caffeine right now. And so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and just have some chocolate because chocolate is good, and it had caffeine in it. So, yeah. Worked for me. I still do have a headache, so I'm going to take some more medicine when I get home, but hopefully it goes away soon, and definitely hopefully it's gone by Sunday. Thanks so much for joining me here at Educator L's Learning Lounge. If you have any questions, comments, any suggestions, ideas, please let me know in the comments. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. I also have, on top of the YouTube, I have Instagram and Facebook with Educator L's Learning Lounge. I want to learn from others, and I hope this either inspires you, encourages you, or gives you some great ideas. Thanks for joining me.